Hello, CA warriors. How are you all doing? Friends, today we are going to start with a very interesting topic. But, friends, before that, remember the goal of this video is not to go deep into every single concept, but to give you a crisp, exam oriented summary so that you know what is important and how to remember it smartly. This book and video together will act as your perfect self study partner. And I'm super confident, guys, that after this revision, you will be able to solve any MCQ that come your way in the exam. So let's begin this rapid fire revision session. And yes, if you find these notes helpful, don't forget to share them with your friends. So let's start with a new topic, chapter 4, unit 1, that is meaning and types of market. Friends, in this topic, you will understand what market actually means and how they are reclassified. Oh, very introductory and short and sweet concept. Let's start with the first topic is a meaning of market. Friends, the market does not just means a physical place like a shop or mandi. It means a system of exchange where buyers and sellers interact to trade goods and services and influence the prices. Oh, yes. A market can be physical as well as now virtual. Market can be physical as well as virtual. Because of technological advancement, now you have Amazon, you have Flipkart. That's why I told you it is not a place, it is a system. Okay, and physical markets, as usual, it's like vegetable mandis. So, in simple words, a market is not defined by location but by the interaction between demand and supply. Wow. Now, this next is the most important elements of market. Friends, as per economist, now any area or anything can be considered as market if they have these five elements. Means these five elements consist of the market. Now, every market should have these five key elements. That is, first is buyers and sellers. There should be a goods or services, of course. Without that, what will be there to exchange? Then bargaining for a price, it is the obvious in the market. Now, bargaining or negotiation, then knowledge about the market condition, and the last one is one uniform price for a product at a given time. Okay, that means without these five, a market cannot function. That's it's called most important elements of the market. So now let's hope you understood what is the market. Let's get into the types of market, or I can say classifications of market. On the basis of various criteria, market has been looked from various angles. We call it classification. Okay, the first classification is markets are of broadly two types, that is product market and factors market. Product market deals with finished goods and services where households are the buyers. It is a market where final goods and services has been sold and households or consumers are the main buyers. What is the factor market? Factor market deals with inputs used for production like land, capital, labor, and entrepreneurs. Oh, it is a market where factors are sold. And who are the buyers? Producers are the buyers. Okay. Now, for example, hiring labor, factor market, buying clothes is a product market. Factor market is always a virtual. Now, you can talk about Naukri.com. What they are selling, they are basically selling factors, right? Naukri.com, then LinkedIn, right? They are providing jobs. So it's a factor market. Okay. But Amazon Flipkart is a product market. Oh, next. Second classification of the market is done on the basis of geographical area. Markets are classified by the area coverage also. Now, there are four types of market: local market, regional market, national market, and international market. Now, let's go one by one. Local market means it is limited to a small area or local area suitable for perishable goods and bulky goods like vegetables, bricks, etc. Regional market, little bit broader than local. It is covering few cities but in a states, or I can say it is a state level business. Means you have a various branches but within the state. Okay, this kind of business is suitable for traditional goods or regional goods only. Fine. National market, something broader than regional market, covers the entire country. Right, you are a national company, you are covering, you have a many branches across India. Now, suitable for services like coaching classes or branded products. Pepsi, Coke. Now, Pepsi and Coke is a international brand, forget about that. But coaching classes, you are able to purchase my books from any corner of the country. So my business is at national level. Oh, international market crosses national boundaries. Imports and exports. You are selling your goods outside India also. That is suitable for, now this kind of business suitable for high value goods like gold, silver, right? Plant and machineries, and small bulky commodities but valuable goods. Oh, so on the basis of goods, they can ask you in the exam MCQs. So as the area expands, so the conclusion is, as the area expands, the scope of market also increases. And this is called expansion, right? Yes, even if we're going to start practicing after completing chartered accountancy course, first we're going to start our firm at a very local level, then regional, state level, then we'll go to national level, and then international. Now, next classification of the business is done on time basis. Oh, here the classification is done according to the flexibility of supply in response to demand. That is very short period, long period market, and very long period. Very long period is also called secular period. Okay. Now, guys, the definition of this short run and long run which you have studied is a practically in the theory. In this chapter, we are studying short run and long run period. These two are impractical, means we are not studying in theory. Okay. Now, very short period market. The time is too short where supply remains fixed. Means you cannot increase the supply of your goods and services because it's very small period. It is also called perfectly inelastic supply. Friends, this type, these all four categories has been linked or defined on the basis of elasticity of supply. So perfectly inelastic supply is always indicates very short period. Okay. Now, perfectly elastic. Examples are, now milk, fruits, flowers. It's a very perishable goods, right? It's a very short period business. Fine, sir. In this, all factors are almost fixed. We have learned the definition short period and long period. Yes, short period means some factors are fixed, some factors are variable. Am I correct? But very short period, in very short period, all factors are fixed. This is totally impractical. We are not studying in theory also. Okay. Now, short period market. Some factors are fixed and some are variable. Now, in this, supply is relatively inelastic. That is, EP is equal to less than 1. That means supply can change, but moderately, a less change in supply. This himself is a definition of relatively inelastic. Am I correct? Now, broader than short period, it's called long period. Long period is a market where all factors are variable. There is no fixed cost. Am I correct? Yes, we have already studied this, the importance of this in the cost price concept. Yes, in this period, supply is relatively elastic. Relatively elastic supply means supply can be fully adjusted. EP is greater than 1, more change in supply. Now, and then very long period. Very long, in the very long period, in this all factors are variable and the supply is perfectly elastic. Guys, long term trends like population and capital changes. Now, It requires demand changes and supply changes due to change in the new generation demands, technological advancement. Oh, so recap, short period is equal to less flexibility and long period is equal to complete adjustments. Hope you understood. Now, next is market is also classified on the basis of nature of transactions. There are two categories, spot market and forward and future market. Short market and forward and future market. Short, spot market means goods are immediately available in the market. You make the payment and take the delivery. Oh, like DMart. It is a spot market. You just purchase the goods instantly and you make the payments. As well as if you're purchasing on the credit, but the credit is of 1 month or 2 months, but goods are readily available. You can purchase in the present scenario. It's called spot market. Okay, but what is forward market? Forward market means contracts are made today for payment and delivery of the future date. Means you are entering into the contract with the seller, but goods will come into the existence in the future date. It's like booking a flat from the builders. Oh, okay. So goods are not present. You are just entering into the contract to deal in the future. It is just a promise. So it's called future market. Booking the flats in the cities, right? When you book a flat, you book it today, but that building and possession you get after 3 to 4 years. It's called future market. Best example for you. Then, guys, market is also classified on the basis of regulations. Okay, regulations, that means controlled and supervision by government. There are two types of market, regulated market and unregulated market. Regulated market means it is a market controlled and supervised by the government. The best example is stock exchange is regulated by SEBI, right? Yes, it is fully controlled market. Yes. Now, unregulated market means it's a free market. Now, no government control, no official control, like weekly markets, street markets, right? Vegetable markets, they are mostly freely market. Maximum time, all markets are mostly freely, right? Now, so that means conclusion is regulated markets are controlled and unregulated markets are free and open. Am I correct? Yes, sir. Next classification. So simple things are there on the basis of volumes of business. Guys, bulk purchases and small quantity purchases. There are two types of market on volume basis, wholesale market and retail market. Wholesale market means goods are sold actually in a very large quantity. It is called business to business market. Oh, it is called business to business market. Retail market means goods are sold in a small quantity. It is business to consumer market. The best example of retail market is local markets and DMart malls. These are retail market where consumers are the main customers. It's B2C. Businessmen are selling to the consumers. Wholesale market, businessmen are selling to the businessmen. Examples are, for let's connect it, when a shopkeeper buy in bulk from a wholesaler, right? It's called wholesale market, and sell piece by piece to the customers, right? So wholesale market comes prior, retail markets come afterwards. Oh, that's how both the markets are connected. Now, last, on the basis of competition. Friends, this is the main part of the chapter. On the basis of competition, there are four markets: perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. Now, guys, these markets we will go to study in the next topic in very much in detail. Okay. Yes, friends. Now, and this is the main chapter which I'm going to study. So now, guys, unit one. Hope you got it. Let's revise it within a quick revision. Now, what is market? System of exchange between buyers and sellers. Second, elements. What are the elements? Buyers, sellers, goods and services, price bargaining, knowledge, and one price. Right? Now, classifications are done on the basis of commodity, area. Now, commodity means factors and product market. Area means local market to international markets. Time basis, short term, long term, very short, very long. Now, transaction basis, spot market and future market, volume basis, wholesale market and retail market, B2B and B2C, competition basis, perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and regulation basis, regulated market and unregulated market. Hope you got it. So that's it, my dear students. This was your quick revision session. Simple words, clear concept. Now there is no room for confusion. If you understood everything in one go, say yes, sir, and give it one more quick revision. Remember, smart study is the best strategy. Keep revising, stay confident, and believe in your preparation. And don't forget to tell your friends that these notes are total exam lifesaver. Stay consistent, stay motivated, and I will see you in the next rapid fire revision.